Hello, Ma'am Jacinto. My name is Eloisa Garingan. I'm from Bshm. My section is TM1D, and this is my presentation. Today, I'll share about the ethical standards observed in South Korea and the USA. In South Korea, they focus on first, respect for human dignity, which means valuing each person's right and life. Second, protection of personal data and privacy, especially in healthcare and research. Third, honesty and integrity, making sure all medical and research practices are truthful and ethical. Meanwhile, in the USA, their main ethical standards are based on the Belmont principles. First is respect for person or autonomy, meaning individuals have the right to make their own decisions. Second, second is beneficence, which means doing good and avoiding harm to others. And third is justice, ensuring fairness in treatment and research participation. Both countries are uphold these standards to protect people and promote ethical practice. Earlier, we talked about the ethical standards of South Korea and USA. Now, let's move on their education system. In South Korea, they follow the 6334 system. This means 6 years of elementary school, 3 years of middle school, 3 years of high school, and 4 years of university. Their education is very competitive with students working hard for exam like the CSAT to enter top universities. Meanwhile, in the USA, they use the K to 12 system. This include kindergarten plus grade 1 to 12. Their education is more flexible and holistic, focusing on academics, sports, and activities. Now, let's more talk about deeply about the laws related to the educational systems of South Korea and the USA. Starting with South Korea. Their main law is the Framework Act on Education. This law sets the basic principles and goals bit of the education. It ensures that education promotes human dignity, creativity, and democratic citizenship. Under this law, they also have Elementary and Secondary Education Act, which organizes the structures of schools from elementary to high school, sets the curriculum standards, and ensure quality education across the country. Meanwhile, in the USA, their main laws in the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, or ESEA, passed in 1965. It provides federal funding to schools and aim to close educational gaps for disadvantaged students. This law was reauthorized as the Every Student Succeed Act, or ESSA, in 2015, giving is giving states more flexibility while maintaining accountability for students' performance. Another key U.S. laws is the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA. This ensures that students with disabilities receive free and appropriate public education tailored to their needs. It requires schools to create individualized education programs, or IEPs, ed- for these students to support their learnings. Lastly, The Higher Education Act, or HEA, governs colleges and universities in the USA. It provides financial aid programs to help students pursue higher education and sets quality standards for these institutions. Both countries have laws that aim to promote quality education and protect students' rights, but the US strongly focuses on equal opportunities and inclusivity, especially for students with disabilities, while South Korea focuses on setting national goals and maintaining high educational standards. Earlier, we talked about the ethical standards, education system, and education laws of South Korea and the USA. Now let's see how they are similar or different. Both countries values respect for people's right and dignity, but South Korea focuses more on privacy and integrity in research, while the USA emphasize autonomy, beneficence, and justice. In terms of education system, South Korea used the 6334 system, which is more exam focused and competitive. The USA used the K-12 system, which is more flexible and holistic, balancing academics and activities. For their laws, both have acts ensuring organized education and standards. South Korea laws focus on structuring their system, while the USA's laws also emphasize equal opportunities, like idea for students with disabilities. Overall, but both countries aim to protect people and provide quality education, but differ in their approach and focus. And that's all.